Good day. How the hunk are ya? Welcome to Rover Land. Yeah, this is your friend Dano, and we have got something for you today. Yeah. Hey, what was it? Last Saturday we had an unboxing of Majorette. So I thought, you know what? We better pull them out and let's talk about them. Here they are. I got I don't know if I can show you here real quick. I got a jammer full, and then we've got some carded stuff. So there is a very, very limited information on these guys. Phantom was the I can't even find my card. Oh geez balls. Yeah, Phantom Wiki is what I went to find some of the information about these guys. But yeah, there's not much out there, I tell ya. And I'm sorry. Oh, you just got, life just throws you bananas and you got to make a split. That's right. Anyway, I'm having a little problem with my internet connection, so I'm not really happy with the research and the time that I get to research on these. But a lot of it is just showing you what's going on and what's happening here. And right away, we are going to take a look at this one here. Now I have, this is by, let's start here. This is a Majorette number 266, all right? And there's two different variations. There's the one with the rack on it, and we'll look more closely at that. And then there's one with the light bar, they call it, all right? The Safari and Raid version, and then the light bar version. 1/60th scale. Die cast, metal body, metal base, and just from 1987 to 2012 is when they put them out. Now, most of these that I have, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Some of them are stamped in made in France, and some of them aren't. And I guess we're gonna just have to jump into that right now. Let's just take a look at some of these. And what I'm talking about here is on the base of them, made in France, right there on the top part of the right side of the base. It says made in France, Majorette Land Rover, and then it gives you the number 266. And the later models that I have don't have that made in France. They void that out. So those are made in Thailand, excuse me. And so those would be later models or more current models. So anything right away that you find that says made in France, that's going to be from 1989 to 1991. So 89 to 91 is when they did that. Now, when they were made in France, like this one here, and this is quite a unique, I bought this off eBay, obviously. There's no way I could find something like this here in the homeland of Wisconsin. But anyway, now this does say made in Taiwan for Majorette, France. But this is 83. So the date says, they do day, month, year, and so I translated that. Look at me. I'm a translator. So supposedly the date on here. Now, I'm not sure. I can't, look underneath there to see what that is. But this is one of the earlier ways Majorette did their packaging. It was plastic base with a clear bubble on the top. And that's kind of how they went when they first came out. So I believe this is an 83. That's my best guesstimate there. I could be wrong. Later on, we'll take a look at the carded stuff here first, just kind of get this out of the way. Later on, they did go into the blister pack, and normally it's a short card, Majorette metal there, and they came out with the blister pack like this. Now this one, I did make a note on there. It does say that 91. Obviously, I did some more translating there for you. Can you read that? I don't know how many of my subscribers can read that, but there you go. You can read that. There's not much English on there, seeing as they're made in France, you know. But yeah, see, there's where I got that date from. I'm assuming this is about what time this came out. So there you go. So believe I also bought this on eBay. One of those deals, just came across it at a good price. Roof rack safari, love it. And then the other one that I do have carded is this big honker here. Cheese balls, look at that thing. What in the world? Oh, compressor gizmo there. And I don't know, extractor. I'm not sure exactly what extractor is supposed to mean. Now, as you notice, this one is much later in, and they have changed their wheels. Majorette is kind of known for these, what do they call them? 5RDL wheels. And what that is we'll just take a quick look here while I'm talking about it. Excuse me, 5 rounded discontinuous line. This is 5 RDLs. Yeah. And we're going to take a look at another variation of that. But this one here, I think they call this, what is that, 5VS or something like that. But anyway, this one is truck and trailer. Pretty neat. I do have a Range Rover that has these and the same kind of trailer. Someday we'll take a look at that, those there. But here, take another look at the back of this one. And like I say, what I found on here is 2007 is when they got that put together there. So that's a much newer model. And just very unique that way. So I like these wheels. These are kind of more Hot Wheels type wheels, but you know, they're not they're you know, here let's take a look. Here it is. I got this one too. Getting ahead of myself before I'm even behind myself. But anyway, now this one is a later model because it doesn't have the made in France there. On the back, the bottom of it. I did buy this as a kit, a pair. Now this one's got the white top to it. If we can focus in a little bit. Hello, let's look at what we're looking at here. Come on today, focus. Looks like that top could pop off there. I'm not going to try that. This is one of my only pieces of this. Now this, just take a little break here, FK Enterprises. Now this particular model here came out in 97 to 2000. So pretty late, late model to have, but it still had the 5 rounded discontinuously lines and that's in the chrome there. All right, well, since we're going backwards, let's just continue to keep going from present day to old time. Let's try that, huh? We'll do something different. We'll go from the new to the old. So here is one of those like this one here, But this one did have a different set of wheels on it. I'm not exactly sure. And like I say, it's very hard to, well, one, there's not a lot of information. Phantom is kind of sketchy in their information, but yet, so is my internet. So I didn't get a lot of time to dig into these, but obviously you can see the wheels. I believe that this one is a little bit older than the other one, but you can see that there's a color difference in everything in that versus, a beige versus a yellow. And so that would be the next one, kind of going back in time from what I could gather. Here's another one. Now this one is also got the FK construction or enterprise, excuse me. We'll get it focused. And now this one has got, which is kind of weird, rose-colored 5 RDLs. Now on the list on Phantom, it didn't have this rose color. It's green, blue, chrome, khaki, but nothing like this, So just kind of, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but once again, they have taken off the France there. Another popular one, I think the most popular one that people usually get of these is the NASA with the blue stripe on it there. That seems to be one of the more current. They made 2 different batches, I believe, from what I could find on here, of this deco. The next one here, I believe that last NASA there, that was like 92 to 95. Now this police one was 96, and this is kind of a funny one. It's not in bad shape at all. Pretty nifty, but as you see, the light bar was missing, and someone just glued one on top. So I got this off eBay. It's nice to have this livery, but yeah, it looks like a Formula One wing or something on the cheese balls. What's going on there? I don't know, but very nice there. The next one is Safari, kind of like what we had in the package there. Now they did do, this one is 91, so they did do like later or earlier on, supposedly like 83, and no, not 83. It wouldn't be 83. They only ran them from 87 to 2012. So this is probably still back into the 91 time era. Excuse me. And then we have a white Safari. And the interesting thing is, I thought these buggers were all dinged up in the front, but they're not. They have mud splat on the nose of them. That's not tick marks like what's all over the rest of the car. That's but they're supposed to have the rally rack on the top there. So those are around 91, 92 there. All right, the next one we're going to take a look at, and this gets into the one that we saw on the unboxing. There is the one we had on unboxing, but this is what it looks like. Let's take a little look here. And you know what? We're going to take a moment here and take a look at the whole car right here. So nice sand ladders. This is an awesome, they do an excellent representation of a roof rack. There is, that looks like a Camel Trophy placard, that's because it is. They do a Camel Trophy one, and oh man, I'd give my left thumb for one of those, and I'm left-handed. But anyway, very nice detailed. This one is also a later model because it does not say France on there. But they have some very nice details. They are metal on metal, but then the back is a little plastic door. And usually those doors are missing. You know, they just don't hold up. They're hanging right out there. And then also the roof racks, they do pop on and off, but it's a black interior, clear windows. Like I say, metal on metal. Nice little jump seats in there. But I really like these. I don't know if I didn't even check to see if I had one that I plucked apart there, drilled apart, and before I started shooting. All right, the other one, if I don't drop it here, here's another popular one. This one also comes in the NASA, but this is how I got it. I believe I got this off eBay. Now, interestingly enough, this one has got a solid, just red bar versus a clear red light bar. I'm not really sure. I wasn't able to tell if, the older models had just this or not, but it didn't seem like it. The research that I was able to find and everything, this is kind of nice. It actuates up and everything. If I can get this, I'm afraid of dropping it all the time. But it moves around and all this. Very, very playability there. Of course, it's gonna break, but very kind of cool. I like this one. This is one of my prides and joy. Now, this one says in France, made in France. That's what I'm talking about there. So this is a very early model. And so I've got one without the trailer. I'm going to move right along here because we don't want to make this video too awfully long. Here's another one that's made in France. And this one is, they call this Neon Orange Red, 1988. And I believe this was a light bar one. The other thing that I want to mention is they got glass all the way around, but the Alpine windows don't have glass in them. It's empty. It's not there. I don't know if we can see that or not, but it's just not there. It's kind of cool. And then the glass also is part of the hinge on the top there, as you see. But it's nice that they get the backup lights there, are part of the base and stuff like that. And then you can see how the light bar and stuff like that clip onto there. That roof rack just, oh boy, we're starting to lose stuff over here. But the roof rack also just clips right on there too. We can see and it's probably why they didn't put glass up in there, as you can see. It just clips right in there. So really kind of cool. I like that. So then I've got just a couple more here. Don't leave me, folks. Hey, we're getting right along here. All right, here's a red one with that translucent red light bar. What is this one? 87 to 91. But I mean, the base is up into the headlights are metal, and that's part of the base. And then the grill is part of the interior. So really, really cool. So this is about, like I said, this is about the most popular version that you can see is this NASA. White NASA. Came in a playset, I believe, with the trailers and stuff like that. But you can see that there is definitely a difference between those light bars. I couldn't find anything to differentiate the year of making. And as you can see, these are both early models, and they say made in France. So there you go. I'm not really sure what's going on there. All right, well, hey, if you got any more questions, leave them down below. I'll see if I can try to answer them. Otherwise, we're going to call it a video. Thanks for sticking around. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and remember, slow traffic, keep right, and have a great Rover day.